If one were to ask me what my favorite anime were, I'd respond with Parasyte without even second guessing. When it comes to Parasyte, it holds a lot of sentimental value towards me. It may be the same for you or it may not with a different series per se. Though Parasyte was one of the first animes I'd ever laid my eyes on, so it holds a special place in my heart. I would say Parasyte is my all-time favorite anime. I wouldn't say it's the best because I don't truly believe that there's a best anime if there are creators putting out new animes year by year. One's views and opinions always will differ, so I don't think there will ever be a best anime unless everyone thought exactly the same. With that being said, this video is just my opinion and shouldn't be taken as a review of any sort. I want this video to be a bit more organized than all the last, so firstly I'll start with a brief synopsis of Parasyte. Parasyte focuses on a boy named Shinichi, of which is the main character, in which of the beginning of the series he is an ordinary high schooler, but later on in the first episode he has a parasite crawl up his arm and now his right hand is a alien. And now this alien now residing in his right hand can attack for him or defend him. Though the parasites begin to spread throughout the entire city, taking over the majority of the population's brains, which Shinichi's couldn't get to his brain, so it went to his right hand. Though there are some ordinary humans still left, such as his parents, and Shinichi has to battle these parasites without revealing that he has a parasite inside of him. The story of Parasyte is a rather interesting one. Although it has a great story and I absolutely loved the story of Parasyte, I feel as if they should have focused on more of the slice of life side of Parasyte. Even accounting for that, I still feel as if the story was absolutely great. From beginning, middle to end, the story was very grasping, I'd say, with every episode leaving one to wonder what'll happen next. I also really love how the story steers towards the parasitic side of the story near the end. And though the parasites don't really know how to convey human emotion, it really capitalizes on that factor. And some characters use this to their advantage, such as Mr. A. The storyline or plot to Parasyte is a very well written and constructed one. I'd say Parasyte has a great beginning, middle, and end. It stays very consistent throughout. The characters of Parasyte are very interesting ones. With Raiko being one of the most intricately written parasites in the show, this really shows how good the characters are in this series. And though she doesn't know how to convey human emotions and is a parasite, she still manages to convey human emotion near the end of the series. This series holds some of my favorite anime characters, with my favorite being Kana. Her development throughout is truly great. Her character design is as well, and how she gets closer and closer to the truth with every couple of episodes is very interesting. And how she goes from being antagonistic to helping Shinichi and loving him, it really surprised me. I'd say a close second favorite character I have is probably Migi. From his personality and how he's introduced into the show is very intriguing. He's also somewhat of a one-of-a-kind parasite in this series. I say somewhat because there's another parasite similar to Migi, and the parasite of this owner got to his mouth instead of his right hand. All in all, the characters of Parasyte are wonderfully portrayed, and every one of them seems to have an impact on the story. And lastly, I wanted to speak on the feel or aesthetic of Parasyte. This series is truly beautiful. It's simply put a masterpiece. From the art style to the characters, to the plot, even to the ending, down to the last part, it's still great. Parasyte as a whole means a ton to me, and I don't think I'll ever see another anime that will ever top Parasyte for a while. I tried to make this video a bit more organized than all the last, so I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for taking your time to watch this video. It means a lot.